think of this name as a variable. So use the same nomenclature that we talked about of naming the variables to name the dictionary also. Like use the name that you can easily remember and the name that represents something, so that the more you work with function dictionaries, it will be easier for you to be able to know what that dictionary does specifically. So just a note, this is the name, and then we have the curly braces. So we have the opening curly brace and we have the closing curly brace. So and then the key value pairs are inside. They are written inside that dictionary. So you can have as many key value pairs as possible right here. So this is the syntax. It's very simple. It's very simple. Uh, if we can just have them here in our coding environment. Sorry, I'm trying to solve. Okay. So the dictionary name, maybe we talked about person. So this is representing person. Let's see person one. We'll see about that. Sorry. So person, and then we have the assignment operator, and then we have the calibrator. So whatever we write down here will represent that that person. So if we have the name of the person, so the name of the person, this is a key. So the name of the person and the name of the person, maybe their name is Mark. Then the so you have the name, you have the age of the person. Okay, the age of the person, maybe 16. Then we have the finally maybe the city where this person is coming from. Maybe it's Nairobi, like that. Uh, if if you've noticed here, like this key value, they are separated by a comma. So after each key value, you separate by comma. And if you just pay attention to your code, you can see that whenever when we started writing age and without the comma here, like there's an error, and when you hover over that one, it tells you that the statements, they must be separated. So like there's something missing. So that is a comma. Always note that it is not that necessary. It is not that necessary in the last key value, but if you include, it doesn't result in an error. So you can decide to be always including at the last position, like that. So once we want to now access these values, if I can just print here and say, sorry, let me print here and say person one. So if I can print there and say person one, sorry, so this is Python and this is Saturday 28 is today's file. And as you can see, when I just print that person, I'm able to get all the key values. Like this is the name, and the name of the person is Mark. This is the age of the person is 16. The city of the person is Nairobi. So like it represents we have each key and the value, or and the value corresponding, like each key corresponds to a given value. So so as you can see, it's like a dictionary. So the idea of a dictionary was really borrowed from the real dictionary. If you can, if you use a dictionary, you will find that you'll have a given word. So we have a given word, maybe that you are searching for. Let's say you want to find out what the name is. So that is there. That is the word that you're finding. So once you get to where that name is in the dictionary, you'll have explanation. You'll have explanation, maybe synonyms, antonyms, what name does, like how you use this name. So the name here is the name here is the key, and whatever the information that you receive or that you find in the dictionary, they are the they are the value, like they are the values. They represent this name. So if you are finding another word, uh, let's say uh, let's say uh, let's say let's say programming or a program. So program will be the key, and whatever the explanation that you receive concerning that program is the value. So the idea of dictionaries in Python was really borrowed from the real dictionary. So think of it like the dictionaries that we work with. They have the keys and the values corresponding to those keys. So that is the same here. Like we have, if you can think of this person one as the dictionary, then these are the keys, and these others are the values, and these others are the values. So if you want to access a given value, I just want to find the name of person one. I just want to find the name of the first person or person one. Then it will be much easier for me. We have just that name. We have the square brackets and then the key, like we said right here. So accessing, like we have the name. Ours is person one. That is the name of the key. Uh, sorry, the name of the dictionary, and inside that you passed the brackets, the value, just like lists. So when we are talking about lists, how to access elements in the list, we said that you can use the index. So just the same way here, we can access the name. Uh, this one printed the whole thing. Let me comment that one. And we want now to access the name of person one. So to access the name, I will say the name I will say the name of the dictionary, which is person one, and then inside as you can see, once you add the bracket, it gives you some values that you can choose from. So I wanted the name. So if you can just click here in the VS Code, it will automate for you everything. So you can access the name that way. You can access the name that way. You can access the name that way. So inside the double quotes, you give the value. If you can remember, if we had the list of maybe students, the list of students, and maybe the names of student. Uh, sorry. So if we have this student, these students, when we were discussing list, we say that for you to access the elements of this list, you pass the name of that list and the index. And the index, like the first element of this list, the first index is 0. We did say that the indexing starts from 0. So this will give me the first element of that list, the first whatever it's occurring in at index 0, which is the first one, and so forth. So in the same way, like this one we are using now, instead of the index, we are using the key. So we are using the key to access the value. So if I can print this, sorry, I have to print so that we can see whatever this is giving us. So I'm passing to print. I'm calling it here. This is the dictionary and the name, and I'm passing to print function. So I want to print whatever the value is directly here. When I run that, yeah, the name is Mark, just like that. So the name is Mark. If I want to access the age, if I want to access the age, if I want to access the age, I can copy this, and instead of name, I'm passing the age. Let me comment this so that we just have one value. Like you find here, the value is 16. So we're just accessing the age. So if I want the city in the same way, uh, if I want a city, I will access here the city. And once I run this one, I'll get the city is Nairobi. Remember, I passed both of them. I didn't comment this one. So the city is Nairobi.